And take a look at the blue skies we're enjoying all across the region, not just here in eastern Washington, but if you're headed out to North Idaho, even northwest Montana, things are looking pretty good. There's Lookout Pass, and you can see skies pretty blue out there. Of course, no problems with the road conditions. And in Lewiston, I don't know why this fails to come up sometime, but they got blue skies up on Lewiston Hill as well. All right, I was talking about typical July heat and how things are going to be heating up even more so next week. Let's take a look at the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, which finally puts the Northwest in kind of a bullseye of above normal temperatures. So even though I'm going to be talking about 90s in the forecast for this week, we could be talking about mid, maybe even upper 90s next week, which again, typically the last week of July, first week of August are some of our hottest times of the year. As far as precipitation, fortunately, it hasn't been terribly dry so far this July, but it does look like we're going to be a little bit drier than average for that last week of July heading into August. So of course, we're going to be keeping a watch out for any potential dry lightning storms as we move through that period, because of course, if things dry out, the fire danger gets higher. The good news with this dry weather is it gives you lots of choices for days at the lake, and tomorrow would be a great one if you happen to have a Wednesday off. Lake Coeur d'Alene looking at highs near 90 degrees, sunny skies, water temperatures in the mid 60s, so it'll certainly cool you off to dip your toes in. Winds out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. A pretty nice lake day for tomorrow. Currently, we have sunny skies at 85 at the Spokane Airport. Relative humidity sitting at 20%. And winds out of the south at 5 miles per hour. 90s are going to return here locally over the next couple of days. Nothing extreme. Our average highs in the upper 80s, so this would be just a couple degrees above average. But we are watching the potential for isolated thunderstorms Thursday night into Friday morning. And of course, with these instances, those lightning strikes are of extra concern, especially since things are dry out in central Washington. And then hot and dry for the rest of the weekend. We'll be back up into the upper 80s and lower 90s. We are under the influence of this Four Corners ridge, which again is a very typical summer pattern. That ridge extending to the northwest, the monsoonal moisture though being held to the south. So we're not looking at any chances of any rain, at least for the next couple of days. So future tracker keeping us dry through the evening hours, dry overnight. Plenty of sunshine for tomorrow as we get into Thursday. Mostly sunny skies, maybe a few more clouds up north. But high temperatures tomorrow will be warm. 96 in Omak, 96 in Moses Lake, lower 90s, upper 80s and lower 90s for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, 97 for Lewiston, 91 in Colville, and 91 in Libby. Here's a look at that extended forecast. 90s for the next couple of days. A brief cool down on Friday with a chance of morning showers and thunderstorms, and then temperatures go right back up for the weekend and stay hot all into next week.